Or was it this here? I can't remember.
This is left here.
Yeah.
Holding a mic, freestyling in a kind of live, you know, environment, and that's a really good place to get the energy up.
Yeah, man. I think what actually happened is I was just throwing some beats around, volume up loud, and then out come that line. I was like, let's just put that down. That's wicked. We went back to that tune later on. I had an email from Dave Grohl, basically wanted to do a track with me, and really the inspiration came totally from the drums. You know, I started to pull off certain elements of the drums I like. The rum bolt that Keith had done from the early sessions, pulled that up, started to assemble the track and realised we had something good. And
we vocally, didn't we? Yeah. Changed a couple of lines and wrote a couple of new lines and messed around with it, and there it was.
It became probably the most venomous track on the album. In the middle, we felt like it was probably necessary to have like a moment where people could kind of have a breath of fresh air in the way of like the Omen reprise. I don't know, it really reminds me of like sort of the music to Scarface or like Blade Runner or something, like the 80s kind of Vangelis sort of chord change and stuff. That, yeah, it's got a certain sound which reminds me of sort of the music of Scarface, I guess. Do you know what I mean?
Twist to the arm and take you somewhere else for a little while before you get battered around again.
Yeah.
All my people at the fucking front!
I remember being in the studio, and that's actually the first studio he was in, and we just played some samples and some loops. I just got really inspired by these loops. I thought, oh man, these loops bad, so he put them on CD or whatever. And we thought, yeah, let's come up with some ideas, you know, some concepts or some lyrics.
The world's on fire! The world's on fire!
Maxim definitely pushed through this one, you know. I mean, we all love it now.
Then we took it live. Live set it on fire, didn't it?
Live was when, yeah, because we've been playing this tune like probably probably 6 months, you know. We all, well, that's when I was convinced.
Too close, you're too close to the wire! Why are you dead?
I mean, Liam did this tune quite a while ago, Piranha. It was a tune that was sitting around for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had the music which was like a sample from Really Childish, Troubled Mind, and Buff Medways. I like the sound of the guitar, do you know what I mean? That's the thing. Things can just start from a sound, you know, maybe just a bass sound or anything, and then basically the music was floating around for quite a while, and we kind of like the idea afterwards, like Piranha sort of being something that feeds off of you, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And, you know, Liam came up with the idea of Piranha. Literally rang me up, you know, I was driving around something and said, oh yeah, what are you doing? Come in the studio, man. I said, man, I've got an idea. You know, batted it out a couple of hours. And the track just came along so quick.
Stand-up's like a tune that they used to play at the end of a party that was kind of like a big warm blanket to send you home, you know, as the lights come on, and kind of like, you know, give you a warmth.
So when we used to go out sort of 89, 90, the rave scene, you know, to certain parties, you know, the DJs used to always like stop the music and one more tune and all that type of shit, and then maybe the last tune would be something almost like totally different to the rest of the night, you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Maybe they drop like a Balearic tune or something much slower that would leave people like elated or uplifted or something, you know, and we thought this was kind of a good idea for our record.
Definitely, you know, like, when I listen to the album, you play this, it's like a good intro, and then you get slapped around and battered, and rest of the tracks. You know, the last track is definitely
something to settle you back down.
there. You go. Do you know what I mean? It's a breath of
But it's
fresh air
up,
to it.
it's a triumph.
Yeah, and that really ends the record on the achievement of the record personally for all ourselves. You know what I mean?
Correct.
You know, the whole vibe of the record is triumphant. You know, we didn't set out to go, let's write a really up record, because that's just not in my personality. Do you know what I mean? But like, that's the way it came out. You know, it's just like
I think so.
I think that was just us being all together, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the spirit of
yeah, man, we really wanted to do this record.
Yeah.
I think you can't, like, if you've been successful, like, and you can't write the next album, you're lazy because you've been successful, so you get a certain amount of comfort, you feel comfortable, yeah? And so we've been through that with maybe our last record, even though it was years ago. But this record, we really wanted to happen, you know, we really wanted to write a good record, and so we really fought to do that.
I think the up is the triumph of, you know, we had no doubt we wanted to do it. I mean, we wanted to do it with the eagerness that it takes to get in the studio, but it was like that excitement and knowing that we were able to tap into something good and make it work.
doing their laws, the singles album, and realising, man, we want to do another album, and you know, here it is. You know.